Do you blame yourself? What? Well, it's quite common in this situation for a patient to feel a kind of guilt.
What situation?
The accident. It's very common for people to invent blame or create a causality when in reality, it was completely out of your control.
Hey everybody, Dott here. I hope you guys enjoyed that animatic by Bluebird513. She has been an amazing character designer and animatic artist for us so far. She's definitely been an incredible asset to this series and the channel as a whole. And because she's worked so hard on this particular animatic, we wanted to make sure that it got just as much love as the rest of this project has gotten. So we decided to bundle it in the front of the video so you guys could have something to look at before we got to the very long, boring part where Dot talks. That being said, I won't be talking for very long. This is unscripted, and I really don't want to bore you guys too much. But before we did get started, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. First off, let's talk about what this project is. Pins and Stitches. Pins and Stitches is Shav's baby. This project has been in the works, on and off, for the past couple of years. And more recently, it has finally gained traction, which I'll talk about in a bit because I definitely didn't expect it to get this big. And because it's gotten that traction and it has gotten that big, it's given Shavs and I the drive to begin really working on this. We really, really want to create something original that you guys will love and enjoy, and so far we've been doing pretty good with that. We've got a pretty sizable community right now. Our Discord server is teeming with life, and our voice calls are pretty funny most times. To everybody that has auditioned, all of you, all 2,000 of you, thank you. You guys have reignited this flame to work on this project single-handedly. And I couldn't thank any of you enough for that. I also want to thank each and every one of you who did audition. Again, 2,000 of you for auditioning. We had a really rough time picking all of the voice actors. We ended up casting 51 people for this project, and it was a tough choice out of 2,000, as you can probably tell. So, Shavs, Blue, and I, more Shavs than I, Blue came in for the shortlist, sat down, and went through all 2,000 auditions that were there at the time. We listened to a good 90% of these auditions, and shortlisted almost 200 people. This took 15 hours over the course of 2 days to do. Casting was also a part of that. It was an interesting time, full of dreams, memes, arguing, crying. It was like watching a full 4-hour movie feature, like a Star Wars movie or something, just something full of drama and action. It was, we experienced every emotion at the same time simultaneously. We were angry at each other. We were mad at each other. I'm pretty certain that at one point we all just collectively sighed and said, all right, here we go, this shit again. We were just, it was a lot. We were tired. We even had a couple memes come out of it, particularly this one. Just because a lot of Cinnamon's auditions sound like the Joker, and it was funny. I think at some point we even changed our profile pictures to it, and yeah, the Discord really found it pretty funny. That being said, it was an interesting adventure over the course of 15 hours. And now, after all of that, and school, and preparing the last Ask Gaster video for posting, here we are. I've only been co-producer on this channel for a few months, and I am just so surprised at the amount of love that so many people have for this channel and the content we produce. And to everybody watching, to everybody who's auditioned, to everybody who wants to follow this project to the very end, to everybody who wants to see all of our other projects be followed to the very end, thank you. Alright, I think I've rambled enough. I think it's time to get to the moment that you've all been waiting for. Whether you've been dreading this moment or you've been anticipating this moment, I now present to all of you the official voice actors for Pins and Stitches.
Just stop talking already, alright? Giving me a headache.
There's only one way we win, and that's with me. So you stand by my side, and you shut up.
Well, my wife might not have much fur, and she may be a bit smaller than us fetas, but she's got the biggest heart, and now the biggest belly ever. Roses are red, violets are blue, pepper is spicy, and so are you.
Miss Alice, I don't know if you want me as a leader. I mean, I'm so small and fluffy, and my interests and hobbies are strange.
I know I never officially met my parents, but still, I really miss them.
Mom! Can I go pick berries with Leo? He's gonna give me some dating advice.
What does he have to teach me? Oh, he's teaching me how to turn down women politely. What?
Oh dear, honey, let's get you some food. You're so thin.
But when we're with our loved ones, things will always get better.
Yes, sir. I'll be sure he's dressed appropriately and showered thoroughly to remove the unpleasant smell.
Good morning, sir. You currently have 6 unread messages in your inbox. Shall I organize them by time of arrival or importance based on the correspondent?
They're all so small and helpless. Sometimes it pains me to step back and let them learn the hard way.
Everything is wrong. It's all my fault.
You ungrateful little brat. You think you have any value outside of this job?
Scar, you better hope you die on that battlefield. You're a kind man. Let no one tell you otherwise, sweetheart. Now, I don't want to hear your excuses. Repeat after me. You are a good man.
War isn't about fairness, and being a leader isn't about being anyone's best friend.
Don't weep for them, Scar. They may be gone now, but they guaranteed your growth and development of your strength.
I know my heart is accursed to a bomb, and perhaps they're tracking my every move. But if I could, my love, I'd endlessly follow you.
So what if a few people were removed from our home? So what if kombucha got too nosy and I was forced to fix the problem? So what if Gray never came back and died of cancer? It's not my fault he failed to be what we wanted. Oh, come now. What reason would you have to believe that little old me would ever lead you astray? I've only ever wanted what's best for you.
You both will take a bath and get that horrendous coat of yours cleaned!
In the eyes of the world, natural enemies. But here we stand. Old friends. Now, Maple, the way to a man's heart, I have no idea.
I tried so damn hard. I thought I had all the numbers, all the variables figured out, but...
When you're a part of this valley, you're a part of this family.
Oh, you want to help me out in the garden? Why, thank you. Here, take the shovel. Why don't you dig up those roots?
Children, sick and dying before their mothers and fathers. And you have the audacity to stand there and say you have it hard? How ignorant.
If there is any attachments I have, it's to my work. It's the best part of being an assassin. They never tell me how to kill, only that it gets done.
Productivity is a motivator. Motivation and pride in your work is mandatory.
If we don't get the thermal plants up and running by tomorrow night, then half the sector will be without power. Do you understand how important that is?
It's rotten and soft. Gross. It tastes nasty.
Pass me a pineapple. I'm gonna put one in Caesar's office when he wakes up.
When a man raises his voice, it means he is big. If a man raises his hand, it means he is strong.
I was so entrenched in being perfect and being flawless and being infallible that I forgot that's not as important as my own family.
I know I'm not much to look at. I'm not magical or tall. I'm not even brave.
They actually respect me! And you think they're the heartless ones?
Tell big boy Caesar about a little measly electricity? Grow up.
You take your fandangled ideas and shove them up your ass before I take your other fucking eye!
I deserve more respect than you throwing these rusty pieces of scrap metal at my face!
Because no one is going to look after you besides yourself.
Oh my, you're wounded! Come inside and I'll wrap you up. Let me grab you some blankets and biscuits. And you threw up at my sweater. Great.
Oh, my dear, sweet, naive boy. But that's what I am. A granter of wishes, a fulfiller of fantasies. And if you bore me, the end of your journey.
Sometimes it's fascinating to see just how twisted their hearts can get when I pry inside. Truly fascinating to observe.
Johnson, for Queen's sake, get off your ass and kill the man! I don't care if he's missing an arm. I cut it off because he was holding a sword.
We will leave them begging and squirming. Leave them wanting less of what they've had, because we've destroyed their faith in it.
So I came to a halt and used my thinking box quite intensively for just a moment and pondered over why this man would dismiss a total stranger. Was it my clothes? No, I dress great. Was it my hair? No, it's luscious. Was it my smile? No, I could seduce myself. And then it occurred to me, nothing is wrong with me.
Wait, everyone's dead? More glory for me. What? Why are y'all looking at me like that?
Wait! We can sort this out! No stabbing needed. How about we all put our weapons down and just pretend I don't exist? You wouldn't be the first!
I'm just not as brave as Scar, or as brilliant as Gray, or even as clever as Smith. I'm just... me. Is that going to be enough?